Hello and welcome to Rocket Systems YouTube channel. Today in this video and in the later videos we are going to talk about MongoDB. We will be installing MongoDB, creating database collection and then adding documents or data into it. We will also install a UI software to view and manage the database. Later in the videos we will do all these steps from the Python as well. So I'll try to keep this content as clear as possible so that it's easy for any beginner to quickly get started with the MongoDB. So this whole playlist is designed in such a way that anyone with a zero knowledge of MongoDB can quickly get started with it and can learn the basics of it within few minutes. So sit back, relax and enjoy the video. In order to install MongoDB, there are lots of options. You can either deploy a MongoDB on Azure or AWS or even on their own platform. But for this videos, we are going to install MongoDB locally on our system. So first you need to visit this website mongodb.com and from there you can click on this software and community server. The local MongoDB which we are going to install is the free and the open source version. So make sure you select this on-premises MongoDB locally and then click download. Once the MongoDB setup is downloaded, click on it to install it. Here, make sure to select the complete installation and make sure to check this option of run service as a network service user. It will also ask you to install MongoDB Compass. MongoDB Compass is a UI software to view and manage the MongoDB, but we are not going to use the Compass. We will use another software. Click install. Now this will install the MongoDB on your system. The installation is complete. After MongoDB installation, now we are going to install the UI software for it. It's up to you which type of UI software you want to use, like Compass or any other. But the one which I normally use is the Nosqlbooster. So click on it and click on download. So once this is installed, click on it to install it. Click run. So Nosqlbooster is now also installed. From here we can try to connect to the local host MongoDB which we just installed. So click on create and then it will automatically enter the details. So for example, the server name it has entered localhost and the port name as 27017. Now this MongoDB we have not set any authentication, so it will always be none, but just in case if you enter any username and the password, so you can use these options. Now let's first test connection. So you can see the connection to the localhost is okay, which means it's fine. So I'll click on save and connect. And there you go. So it is now connected to our localhost Mongo database. Now, once inside the MongoDB, you can right click on this localhost to create the database. So I'll click on this create database and I will simply type in the name of the database. So for example, for this purpose, we are going to use our test DB. Now this test DB is our database and inside there is no collections added. So like in case of SQL, we have tables inside which we insert our data. So in MongoDB, we have collections inside which we add documents or data. So I'll right click on it and I will click on create collections. Now here I can enter the name of the collection which I want. So for example, test collection. Now I have the test collection. It's showing me 0, which means that there is 0 data present inside it. So let's right click on it and let's create some documents inside this. So in MongoDB, all the documents are saved in form of JSON. So for example, here I can simply type some data, some sample data, for example, name, John, let's say age is 18, let's say gender, male. And if I run this command, you will notice that it says inserted one, which means that it has inserted one record and it has also incremented. Now I can simply double click on this and this will now run the query to find all the documents which we have inside the test collection. So we can see that it shows us the data which we just inserted into our collection. So this is how you can install Mongo database locally on your system, and you can use Nosqlbooster or any other UI software like Compass to view your database, and then you can also create the database, create collection, and then you can add multiple documents which you want. So that's all for this video. In the next video, we are going to do all these steps from the Python programming language. So thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe.